Morning, welcome to a video on my channel. So here I am this morning, just out on my bike obviously. There it is in the background, Cervelo Sparrow, trusted steed as always at the moment. Until such time I get another one, which I've got another one actually, because I've got the Crux as well, but trying to sell that, so that's not being used at the moment. Anyway, so here we are. There's the road, I live that way. And just literally got out about 10, 15, 20 minutes ago. Yeah, it's about 25 minutes down to here. And then just off to Lenham, to the Caff, was a fish and chip shop actually. Do great omelettes there, down in Lenham Village in Kent. So it's one of my favourites at the moment, and I craving an omelette this morning, so that was the chosen choice of restaurant or food. So yeah, it's lovely out here. These back roads are they can be quite busy, and they can be quite kind of, it's a bit dry this morning. It's not too bad. I was expecting it to be a little bit more dirtier, but I mean back down that way towards where the farm entrances are and stuff, it's a bit more dirtier, a bit muckier. And I did kind of like trying to mess about with my gloves back there earlier and get my phone back out of me. Put my phone transfer it from one pocket to another, and I had a kind of a little bit of a airy moment. Ended up sort of like literally more or less at a standstill, and then falling off the side, and then obviously dirtying my nice newish bib short tights, bib tights, which I've gotten today, which I'll do a review on these another day actually, because they're actually brilliant quality. They're fairly expensive, but they're blooming so warm. I'm going for the, I'll explain it a little bit later, but I'm changing my top layers a little bit today because of social media and that lately there's been some reviews on different types of clothing to wear, etc. So I'm going to basically, we've got to get the bike in, haven't we? I'm going to basically review a little bit later to how I'm doing with that. Whether I'm overheating or getting cold. At this moment in time, as I'm standing here talking to the camera, I am getting a little bit chilly, so I'm going to get back on that bike, get to Lenham and do a little review and get something to eat, because I am starving, and hopefully 20 minutes down that way and we'll be there. See you in a little while. Okay, so here we are in the little village of Lenham, Kent. So a very nice little village with a nice little bakery, fish and chip shop, which I'm just about to go and try because I'm starving. So I'll get some pictures of the outside and let's get some food. See you soon. Morning. Right, so just done the cafe or the little restaurant at Lenham, fish and chip shop. Nice omelette, chips, yum yums, that's nice. Nice latte, feeling not full, but I'm happy. My belly's happy, I'm happy. So I just thought, while I'm I'm heading back towards home now, but I'm gonna take a few detours and that. I'm out, you know. Let's make a morning of it, or day of it, like. So I have just took a picture of Chilston Park entrance. We're just at the moment heading down the long private road. Now, years and years ago, I used to play around here as a kid. So this is taking me back to a long time ago. As kids, messing about down here. Over there in the trees, there used to be years ago, I doubt they're there now, probably rotten, disintegrated and gone, but there used to be some old army Land Rovers from the war, and stuff like that, but I'd imagine they're gone now, so we're just heading down. I don't know how much further we can go. I think we can go fairly far. I think we can go to the entrance, but they do a lot of functions and stuff here, so it's quite nice to come down here and visit here. There's a man here doing some maintenance. There we go. Chilston Park's probably many staff. Yeah, it's quite nice. Come down here. I haven't been down here for years. Oh, and there's a little lake there over there. I didn't know. I forgot that was there. But yeah, we'll just have a little cycle over here. Oh, there we go. Look, little moat. Turn the camera around. It's obviously fairly well looked after, because over there there's a fountain which is obviously having water and air pumped into it, I presume, actually. Don't quote me on that. There's Chilston Park just behind me there. And we'll have a little cycle around that way. Go past the entrance to it. Why not? We'll be up. We'll go around this way, I think. Yeah, look. There's the fountains in the little lake there. And obviously this is the main entrance, I presume, yeah? God, it's been a long time since I've been down here. There we go. Alright, that's that one done. Let's get a move on, see what else we can find on the way. We'll definitely be finding a lot of potholes, that's for sure, because the roads are absolutely treacherous out there, and that's another thing I'll be talking to you on a little bit later, because there is some horrible, nasty potholes, and I think the councils need to be ashamed of themselves, to be quite honest. Anyway, that's another story, in it for another day. Ta-da. Well, here we are on the return journey now, so not far away from home really. Same spot as I spoke to you earlier at, so I'd say 30 minutes on the way back's uphill, isn't it? So yeah, a bit of a sad journey going that way, because we've got to go home, or I've got to go home. I've been down into Lenham and a few other places which you'll see on the videos, and going back to what I was saying to you earlier about different clothing, or changing it about a little bit. Obviously there are some posts and social media on some of the people's channels as regards to what we should be wearing on our legs and top area, so chest and legs. I've kind of like gone for this today, a very short muscle shirt type of cycling kind of like vest, and then I've gone just literally for my race jersey, here, and then this little shell body warmer on top, which, to be fair, actually is quite warm. So I just got my normal jersey, winter jersey. It's not very thick, it's quite thin, but as you all know, a lot of this gear is so good and it keeps you warm anyway. So I've kind of kept my temperature quite nice today, to be fair, and it's very cold out here as well. Starting to feel it now. I'm standing around a bit. Cervelló's been brilliant. Went through some wooded sections to have a little look around up at Kingswood. Just when I come out of Lenham, got stuck, well not got stuck, but I got lost in a bit of a wooded section. Ended up coming back the way I came because I was going to get into a bit of mud and stuff, and I didn't want to get too. I was starting to get really dirty and muddy, and the bike was starting to struggle a little bit in the mud because it was thick, horrible stuff, that gooey stuff, and you don't want that around the chain sets, etc., and the chain and the gearing, because it just messes it all up, don't it? So turned that back onto the road, and then came back down towards Oldcombe, and back across the M20, and then up towards here to the bottom of Bollingbourne Hill, and then back that way now to Boxley. So yeah, as you can see, it's very nice out here, to be fair. It's just a little bit chilly on the cold side, but once you, as you know, once you're going along, and you get warmed up fairly quickly anyway, don't you, as long as you don't keep stopping every 5 or 10 minutes, which I seem to be have done, because obviously doing videos and pictures and just faffing about, as I say, faffing about. So yeah, anyway, let's get back. I've had a great day, great little morning out of the bike. Not so many miles again, but at the end of the day, it's not always about the miles, is it? It's about enjoying the bike and the ride and the scenery. So I think that's what it's all about. I'm not intending to race at all this year. I'm getting more involved in some other activities and bits and pieces, and keeping my cycling going as a normal kind of, like, not relaxed, but you know, keeping my form going, but not going eyeballs out every 5 minutes unless I'm on Swift, which does seem to happen quite a lot recently, and the form's coming back because I've been getting up there in the tops 5s and 10s on some of the races, depending on some of the races I've done. So yeah, anyway, let's get back on the bike, let's get back into the warm, and then we'll have to think about washing this little old baby down, because as you can see, it's pretty gooey there. Some old muck and that on them wheels there, on them Zipp 303s. I have to say, the Zipp 303s have been absolutely awesome for a while ago. These 303s that I bought, gravel, really wide wheel set, absolutely brilliant. So perfect for these terrains and roads. The potholes out here are just horrendous. I mean, as I said in one of the videos earlier, I mean, oh, Jesus, I mean, we need really as a nation now to start sticking together in the next few months or so this year, and get some of these councils to sort these roads out, because I hit one today, not looking, well, I wasn't looking, but I just didn't see it. And very rarely do I not pick them up, obviously, but I didn't pick this one up. Yeah, and that did knock me for 6 a little bit. But they're just atrocious. These roads are just shit, if I'm to be honest with you. You've got to be really on your wit, you know, really have your wits about you. I'm glad I've got this bike at the moment, because this is perfect for this time of year, these roads. I don't think I'll be taking these 303s off until the warm weather comes. That is definitely for sure. And I'm actually quite enjoying them, so I'm just as fast on them as I am the others. A little bit heavier, but you know, comfortable and still fast. So let's get this bike home, let's get it scrubbed up, and have a nice shower and a cup of tea. See you later. Thanks for watching.